Let me take you on a quest this morning. You will begin alone, friendless, missing memories of a crucial event of your life, and thrust into a chaotic, dangerous world. Every decision you make, every action you take, determines the kind of person you are and your relationships with those you meet and come to depend on, and who come to depend on you. Your only real asset is a strange glowing mark on your hand, which both gives you a unique power and may also be killing you. This is a video game world of Dragon Age Inquisition, a role-playing game where you are represented by an avatar, an image of yourself, that you can guide through the situations and dialogue in the game. Every situation you encounter presents you with branching dialogue choices. The choices you make often add or subtract future possible choices. There are a dozen other main characters in the game you can gather to aid in your mission to restore order to a dysfunctional world faced with a major threat. Holes in the sky have torn the veil between your reality and the world of spirits and demons, and the being who created this situation wants you dead to open their path to domination. The fact that this game is based on a premise where a psychotic with delusions of godhood is trying to take power and turning his followers into demons is not meant to reflect our current political situation in any way whatsoever, really. Despite the similarities. The whole world and its history, there have been two previous games, create a consistent fantasy world with its own politics, religions, languages, like the Elvish that you heard in the offertory song, and races, and is too complex to describe adequately during this talk. But I'll try to give you a feel along the way through screenshots of characters and situations. Briefly, though, there are 4 races and 3 fighting classes. You can play as any of these, either male or female, alter your avatar's appearance and features and sexual orientation, and there are a number of possible romance choices you can pursue if you can find time while saving the world. Here are the leaders of the Inquisition, which is not charged with stamping out heresy like the Spanish Inquisition, but with seeking the truth behind the chaos and finding a path to peace. Worthy of note here is Cassandra, the human female warrior, the person gesturing toward you in this picture here. The most effective warrior in the game, who possesses an unidentifiable but fascinating accent. Cassandra is really a central character in the game, a dedicated, devout, strong-willed woman who forms and shapes the Inquisition and is not satisfied with easy answers. She was introduced in the previous game in the series along with Barrett, a dwarf rogue with a unique crossbow named Bianca and a gift for storytelling. And she is the only one among the leaders who is also a possible companion. Here is a photo of the other possible companions that you have. This is my most recent avatar, a human mage who basically channels my inner female. Why would I use this game as the basis for a sermon, you're asking yourself, since most of you don't play video games, except for maybe some of the younger people in the audience besides myself. But I know there are at least some other gamers in the congregation, and this may be foreign territory for a lot of you and may seem completely frivolous, but it deals with choices and consequences in a way that appeals to me. I use situational ethics as my moral framework, so let me offer my personal definition. Most choices are not black and white, but a spectrum of possibilities, where a decision should be an attempt to find the best possible resolution for yourself and others, and consider as many possible consequences, intended or not, that may result. If someone asked me, "Are you a pacifist?" I would have to reply, "Not exactly. Violence is rarely the answer, but in situations dangerous to myself, my family, or friends, I would not hesitate to employ it. War is always a bad answer, but I can envision circumstances where it might lead to a better outcome in the world. I tend not to support the death penalty because of its application in the United States has been overtly racist. But there have been executions that I have no qualms about. I may have broken most of the Ten Commandments, the Seven Principles, and the Eightfold Path in certain ways. And I've lived with the consequences, good or bad, trying to repair the bad ones where possible. I am very cynical about moralities that define right and wrong for all times and circumstances, and believe that subscribing to that winds up justifying more evil than it prevents. So part of the attraction of the Dragon Age game are the branching choices it provides. They allow me to explore my own points of view, as well as play with other possibilities in a world where, if I don't like the consequences, I can go back to an earlier save and try the other choices. Now, I'm back on track, thank you. You can play the game with a consistent set of values if you wish. You can play as with devoutly religious conviction, as an opportunistic, power-hungry egotist, or as a laid-back, devil-may-care person, and I've tried all of these, but I'm most comfortable playing as a version of me, taking each situation as it comes and working for the best outcome for myself and my companions and my organization in various orders. The fact that each of your companions has a distinct personality and their own personal agendas adds a dimension. They all have their own opinions on what situations may call for, and your choices then result in approval or disapproval in varying degrees. This affects not only your chances for romancing a character, but may cause a companion to leave permanently or even side against you. As a relatively simple example, one mission involves conducting a raid in concert with representatives of the Qunari, which is both a race and a secular religion. The mission places his company in jeopardy while he is with you, and you have the choice of calling a retreat, saving his company but losing all possibility of an alliance with the Qunari race, or letting his company get decimated. The Iron Bull, the Qunari, will accept either decision at the time, but will later betray you and fight against you if you haven't saved his company. And I always hate having to kill one of my companions. A more complex example involves Sarah, an elf who rejects her elven heritage and dislikes any kind of magic. You are playing as a mage or an elf or both. She is very difficult to pursue a romance with, and if you tend to favor the use of magic, or either tolerate or subscribe to elven philosophy and religion, she may leave altogether. There are more than a dozen choices at different points in the game to influence this, but each of those choices also have other ramifications for yourself, the mission, and other characters. It's always a question for me how to go, mainly because Sarah has one of the best romance scenes in the game.
Hi, Inky, what's going on? What is this? You look serious.
I'm racking my brain for something you'd like. I have to admit, I just don't know.
Well, that's sweet, but what are you on about?
You gave me a gift, sort of. I asked everyone and still don't know what to get you in return.
Wait. You went to everyone and said I was your lover. Right to their faces. They must have... Ooh, Vivian must have puckered pinky tight. Best gift ever.
I've never kept you a secret. I don't think it'd be possible.
There's a difference between knowing and having it rubbed in your face, yeah?
In case there are any delicate people in the congregation that have cut out the remainder of the scene. But I do have to say that the romance scenes range from the innocuous to the mild. And I would regard them as appropriate for children of all ages old enough to play the game in the first place. But then again, I do teach the Our Whole Lives sex education program too. My opinion may be a little bit skewed. Of course, there are plenty of battles and many demons to slaughter, which is always fun, and probably good for an aging mind like mine to keep up hand-eye coordination, strategic thinking, and reaction time. But I also spend time in the forge crafting weapons and armor for my avatar and companions. There are dozens of schematics to work with, each requiring materials that you pick up in the course of traveling the large Dragon Age world, as well as materials for health potions and other useful stuff like the jar of bees that Sarah uses as a grenade. And it takes time just to create each avatar, since you can alter things like hair, eyes, mouth, jawline, chin, size, and even makeup. Although not yet body type. I do have to admit that I never paid any attention to makeup before playing this game, but have discovered that I'm a sucker for eyeshadow. Like a lot of eyeshadow. Purple, generally. Still, this is entertainment, and probably frivolous compared to other more literate and ennobling pursuits I could follow, like reading the Twilight series or 50 Shades of Grey.
Good book?
Ah! I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, are you blushing?
What would I have to blush about?
You tell me.
It's of no interest to you, I'm certain. It's a book.
I can see that.
It's one of Varric's tales. Swords and Shields, the latest chapter.
So you like to read? What's wrong with that?
It's frivolous. There are more important things for me to do.
That's just her favorite.
Nobody asked you to winter.
I couldn't finish the last one you lent me. I actually feel dumber for having tried.
It's literature. Smutty literature. Whatever you do, don't tell Varric.
Maybe I should read that book.
You? No!
Why not me?
You're the Inquisitor.
Oh, I see.
They're terrible. And magnificent. And this one ends in a cliffhanger. I know Varric is working on the next. He must be. You could ask him to finish it. Command him to... Pretend you don't know this about me.
I do play the game more because I enjoy it than because of the philosophical musings it inspires. However, it's worth noting that BioWare, the company that produces the Dragon Age series, stands out for its treatment of women, the introduction of LGBTQI characters and characters of various real-world races, any of which can be represented by your avatar, and some enlightened attitudes which have been heavily criticized by the somewhat repressed and white male-dominated segment of the gaming community. But it deals with issues of race, economic status, sexual orientation, and gender in a progressive way that would not be out of place in a UU discussion group. In the Dragon Age world, elves are servants, or in some countries, slaves, and are usually restricted to ghettos called alienages when they live in cities, or forced onto reservations or into a nomadic existence living outside the cities. And the friction and anger that this causes influences many subplots and has relevance to the main plot. The poor, uneducated Sarah often clashes with other more privileged characters like the arrogant, wealthy, and power-hungry Vivienne, who can be great No thanks. Sarah is strictly lesbian. Dorian, the human mage or magic worker, is strictly gay, although as with Cassandra, you can flirt with him right up to the point of romance before you find that out. Solus, an elven mage, is straight. Dare and Bull and Josephine are bisexual. Cole is asexual. Blackwall is straight. It's hard to say with Vivian, who'll brush off flirting from anybody. Varric is in a straight relationship revealed toward the end of the game. And Prometheus and Classy, the Iron Bull's lieutenant, who plays a key role in parts of the game, is a transgender male. And that generates a scene that is worth going into.
I can think of worse places to go with Cremisius.
Second the chief, believe me. He loves his nicknames.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Qun.
They ever wear shirts under the Qun, chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, Creme.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
Wait, are you... I didn't realize.
You didn't? Well, great. Now we can all talk about it.
In Kunadar, Creme would be an Akunathlak. That's what we call someone born one gender but living like another.
And Kunari don't treat those Akun people any differently than a real man.
They are real men, just like you are.
Maybe your people aren't so bad after all.
A discussion that would not be out of place in our hall classes, although it's a little behind the times. I know there are many in our community, in particular in our congregation, who have done a lot of work on transgender issues and educating people about them. But Dragon Age and BioWare's other big title, Mass Effect, are a very popular game series. Think of the effect that just the inclusion of positive LGBTQI characters in a game that many thousands of people play repeatedly. Think of the effect that that can have. I can't call Dragon Age a guilty pleasure, because it inspires no guilt in me to spend time playing games in any event. And it is a thoughtfully created fantasy world that covers, like much of the best part of science fiction and fantasy, real-world issues along with the sheer joy of mayhem. And it reminds me that in any situation, there are usually more than two choices, and that each choice may have its own merits, deficiencies, and consequences. I'd like to thank you all for listening today, but I don't know how to show my appreciation. Perhaps I can find one more inspiration from the game.
And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
All this for me. And here I didn't get Alexius anything.
Send him a fruit basket. Everyone loves those.
That's very much the thing about it.
Send him a fruit basket.
And it's over. Isn't that lovely?